As you all know that Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State, he has been on loggerheads with the former governor of Edo State and the present, will I say, temporary or ousted chairman of APC, national chairman of APC, the embattled chairman of APC. I think that's the best way to address him, the embattled chairman of APC, Adams Oshiomhole. Well, ahead of the governorship primaries of the All Progressive Congress, the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, has sought audience with the national leader of the party, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The primaries is scheduled to hold next month. Sources said Obaseki made a move to see Tinubu after the National Working Committee of the party announced the adoption of direct primaries and waiver for a new entrant into the party and candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the last election in the state, Pastor Osage Eze Iyamo. Both steps were believed to have been taken in order to put Obaseki at a disadvantaged position following his face-off with the national chairman of the party, Adams Oshiomhole, which had remained unresolvable. So at this point now, I think Obaseki is playing the last card that he will, because if you're not going to fly with the flag of your party, if your party somehow will not give you the ticket, although as the incumbent, I want to believe that he might have the first chance. But politics, as they say, there is no permanent friend, only permanent interest. There is a possibility that amongst them, when they are going to vote to decide who the ticket will be given to, they might decide to play some games there. Now, the party might decide to kind of stand firm behind the person that they want, and that person will be the person that they will claim won the primaries. And if you cannot win the primaries in your party, I don't know how I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how you can take that position to become to fly. I don't know how you can do it. It's going to be a bit difficult. It's going to be very difficult. So if you are from Edo State and you are a lover of Obaseki, because I've done series about this, and from reactions of people out there, I see that a lot of people want Obaseki to continue, as they claim that Oshiomhole is not somebody that they trust or somebody that they want to work with. So I don't know what you guys think about this. I don't know what your thoughts are about this. So you can drop your comment as regards that below. Now, some are saying that Obaseki might be visiting Tinubu somewhere in Lagos State, in Ikoyi, borderline. That's what people are saying. But I don't know. Can Tinubu wade into this? Do not forget that Tinubu himself is also looking at 2023. We don't know what politics that they might play. He might decide to come up with something, as they claim that he's also a master politics chess player when it comes to politics. And if he is eyeing 2023, now that Oshiomhole is no longer someone that could help him out in that particular aspect, not because he cannot disband the party and create another party, and he will have his own followers going with him, and probably the defunct or the APC might then go to some people from the north. They might decide to be the people handling that, and he will decide to create his own APC, new party, and maybe name it APCD or something like that. We don't know what's going to happen in 2023. Now that Oshiomhole is not going to be useful, there is a possibility that Tinubu might begin to think in line with keeping Edo State primarily for APC. Because if care is not taken, there is a possibility that PDP will take over that state. If care is not taken, I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen. But aside politics, what about the people of the state? Are they benefiting from any of those people, or these people are only struggling and pursuing their own personal interests rather than the interest of the people? These are questions that needs to be asked. Because if you have a governor that has not brought in investment into the state, if you have a governor that has not initiated any project to help sustain the people, if you have a governor that has not done any of this, then it's a serious issue. Now, back then and even right now, Obaseki was said to have been looking into the specialist hospital built by Oshiomhole during his own tenure. And the truth be told, let's say the truth, and the reality of it is that there is no administration that does not get itself involved in crime, but some do this more than the other. That hospital, the amount of money that they allocated to build that hospital is not exactly what we see there. At least, it is not a place where you find many citizens of Nigeria visiting that specialist hospital for treatment or something like that. Simply put, it is not really necessarily functioning as regards the amount that has been put there. We cannot measure the amount that is put there, that has been invested there, in the hope that the hospital will serve the citizens and also serve the larger society, serve other people that are coming in there for treatment. So, running down to the king of the Bodilon, the chairman of the of Bodilon, I'm talking of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. I don't know if this is going to help him. Now, according to some comments out there, someone said politics is a struggle to be ahead, and Obaseki is doing his own bit of the struggle. Let no man condemn him, as there are no permanent friend or enemies in politics. Exactly what I said. There is no permanent friend or enemies. No one is going to look at you and say, I hate this man, I hate your guts, so I don't want you around here. If it is not in the interest of any of them, they will not. And if it is in the interest of them, all of a sudden you see them embracing themselves, taking pictures, and Obaseki will begin to smile and say, yes, I am coming back. And if Oshiomhole is going to say anything to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is just going to say, you know what, we are not going to lose that state for PDP. Right now, it seems as if the issues you have amongst yourself cannot be solved. So let us allow this to be. That is when Tinubu realizes that Oshiomhole is no longer to be useful during 2023 primaries if he needs to become president of Nigeria. Another person said, don't you think that it is too late to see Tinubu? He may not want to assist you. Enough damage had been done. No one would like to associate with you after you ridicule your mentor. I do not know much about this, although the issue that surrounded the problems of Oshiomhole is not only from Obaseki. Certain governors, APC governors, do not like Obaseki. Why? Because of the manner at which Obaseki speaks. Obaseki speaks anyhow. He talks anyhow. There are things you don't say out there. If you are saying, if he spoke this way in a Senate climb, he would have been in prison. It was the one that said that if you want your sins to be forgiven, join our party. And if the party is, if the president of the party claimed that he's coming to fight corruption, you are now saying corrupt people, come join our party. If you join our party, you will be forgiven. Maybe they felt that is a way for them to get back money that some of them have stolen. It could be. But speaking that way and speaking arrogantly, I think a lot of people got the message wrong. Another person said, wrong move. We will never get anything positive from that. Those two have differing political ideology. So there is no how Tinubu would support him when his main opponent is Oshiomhole, Tinubu's boy. He should simply pitch his tent with Tinubu's opponents. And who are these opponents? PDP as at the moment. Another person says Oshiomhole is a big fool. Oshiomhole and Isaiah Moore will still have problem. If you won the governorship election, let us watch and see. Oshiomhole, that's just that person. Another person here says, madness raised after all reconciliation failed due to your ingrate heart. And I would say, try Oshiomhole, you will end your political career halfway. And I would say, Obaseki cannot run to Tinubu for any reason. Oshiomhole is Tinubu's boy. PNB is the final bus stop of the APC as a party. PNB has said, yes, Obaseki, carry, go. And I would say, Obaseki has said it that there is no godfather. Why is he looking for godfather now? Senseless man. That's the problem with life. People fight a system and they survived it. They came out powerful and strong. Then all of a sudden they return back to the same kind of image of what they fought. If Obaseki is looking for to godfather somebody, then he is also making the same mistake. And I think Oshiomhole should not, if he fought godfatherism in Edo State, and with the help of some other political figures, he was able to outshine them, and he became governor. I don't think at this moment you should be thinking of who to godfather or who not to godfather. I believe that the most important is the good of the people, which the governors and these politicians should focus on. But I do not even see that in Edo State at the moment. And now they embattled Obaseki. I've not seen what he has done in Edo State per se, probably because of all the problems that surround him. Yes, he said he's going to shut down political talks. He's going to shut down some group of people that are called agberos, that go into the marketplaces. They go to extort money from hotel owners and do all sorts of criminal activities all over Edo State because they have the ear of the governor. He said he's going to put an end to this, and this brought about a lot of issues too. And aside the issue of put this person there, put this person there. After all, I'm the one that put you here. Put this person here. That is what, and some other issues that created, this turmoil between Obaseki and Oshomole. And I believe that it is not bad, even as a governor, to listen to your mentor or listen to the person that initiated or created the avenue for you to get to that particular position. It's not a crime. Yes, you have your own thoughts about it, but maybe I thought backward and felt like if I put this person that Oshomole is saying, they might end up hurting me. And he said, no, I have read the game. It could be. We don't know. There are a lot of things that are behind this game of politics. But I don't think it's a crime to listen to someone that introduced you to something, in as much as you realize that the supply of information or the advice is not something that's going to be detrimental to your own position or to the good that you have to offer to the citizens of whatever state of Edo State. So if you agree to this, you can drop your comment, and if you differ from this, also drop your comment in the section below. And what is your forecast? Do you think Obaseki will end up becoming governor of Edo State and run the second term?